Welcome to the 8th episode of the End Podcast. I'm your host, Alex, along with my good friend, Josh, and we are here to write stories sentenced by...
Bye. That's it for today.
No.
Shortest episode ever. We were going to write your story sentence by sentence, and I think we're ready to jump in, right?
I actually had an idea for this episode. We're going to start writing immediately, and then once we're done with our character, our setting, and anything else we want to set up for background info, we're going to then do a random number to find out our theme that we have to write into the story.
I have a big list of themes, and we're going to be picking one of them.
All right, so Josh, let's flip the coin of Valspar Fate.
Yes. Why do I go first every time?
I know what I'm going to write. I've made up my mind on what I'm going to write for the past, 3 days, so...
Okay,
Write something. Just write one of your descriptive things. Just write whatever.
Right,
I'm not going to tell you what to write.
All right. I'm going to pick a setting. All right, let's look over here at this here map.
Don't pick a setting.
I'm going to pick a setting.
Don't pick a setting. Mine has to do with the setting. You can do it. You can do a general setting, but not the main setting.
Okay. I'll do a country.
That works. You can do a city.
Of
Where
Manaus,
is this?
Brazil.
Brazil. Okay.
Brazil. We should look up how to pronounce that. Brazil.
Manaus. Let's just pronounce it our own way.
No. It's the temperate climate of Manaus. Gonna check that. Brazil, mediated by a constant flow of the Amazon, saw incoming rain clouds one afternoon.
All right. Well, I'm a little disappointed by your sentence, but I'm still gonna go with mine.
Well, I wasn't preparing mine for 3 days. I am not looking at what you're typing, so I can figure out how to pronounce.
Hi,
Brazil.
welcome to Applebee's. That's my sentence. I've been working on that for 3 days.
Wow, that is about as disappointed as I've ever been.
What'd you expect? Something creative and interesting? No.
Yes.
Screw it. We're in Applebee's, bro.
Manaus. The emphasis on the first syllable. Manaus. Manaus.
That's literally how I said it from the very beginning.
No, you're saying Manaus.
Manaus.
It's Manaus.
Well, there's emphasis on that first syllable. Manaus.
No, but Manaus, you're stretching out the thing.
All right.
This is like
sentence.
a trochaic pattern.
I don't care.
Oh my god. What?
This is why I made this sentence what it is.
This is just so disappointing. There's nothing at all. Zero content.
My sentence, it leaves the door open.
At least mine pretended to sound like something important was happening, even if nothing was.
But mine is, given what it is, it's just, that's what it is. I mean, they're at Applebee's.
A kind host greeted 3 travelers entering the restaurant, rushing to get inside before the weather grew more inclement. I swear, if your next line is just like, "May I take your order?" period.
The group looked at a grinning face, 20-something woman in confusion for letting out a sentence. Table for 3?
So the group, unanimously...
The group looked at the grinning face of a 20-something-year-old woman in confusion before letting out a sentence. Yeah, I mean, why not? In creepy unison. I don't know.
Okay.
Wait, Josh, let's say it at the same time.
Table for 3.
There you go. There's your sync point now.
Oh my god, that's true. That's true. Oh, that's gonna be helpful actually. Hostess, seemingly unfazed by this strange collective response, beckoned them to an empty booth and supplied them with laminated menus
Sticky.
of water. Fine.
Make sure they're sticky
wait.
menus.
Why do they have to be sticky?
It's Applebee's. Have you ever been to an Applebee's and they didn't
I
have?
don't think I've ever been to an Applebee's.
Wow, this is. I think if there's any
Certainly
if
not
there's-
an Applebee's in Manaus.
If there's any reason to stop
Brazil.
listening to the podcast, it's
It's-
because Josh has never gone to an Applebee's. I mean, the right unfazed.
I believe so. I could be wrong.
Okay, whatever. As they ceremoniously sipped their ice water with a hint of stale
oops.
lemon.
I usually say unfazed. I don't actually write it. It's actually an F.
Yeah, with
And
a
it's a
Z,
Z.
right?
Yep.
Called it. Sipped their ice water with a
Autocorrect
hint
didn't
of...
catch it. It's not on me.
Well, I think unfazed can be another way to do it, a different thing. As they ceremoniously sipped their ice
Maybe
water
it's like
with a hint of
British or
stale
something.
lemon in perfect...
Wait, why do they ceremoniously sip on their water?
I don't know. They looked at... They examined... each other's facial features before letting out a
This is gonna be
Hearty.
so dumb.
hearty laugh.
No.
We need to establish the characters and then we can get the theme.
I guess it's time to give some of these characters a hook and an eye patch, as they say in the biz.
Yeah, the biz that neither of us are in, neither of us have experience in.
Yep. The man sitting at... No. The woman sitting
Women feminism time, guys.
independent
Ooh, she don't need no
in
man.
the booth. No, I just meant that, like, well, there's three
She's
people
a
and it's a
strong,
booth.
independent
there's,
woman. I understand.
No, there's two people on one side and there's one person on the other side. That I was trying to say that in a way that didn't
You're
sound
saying
dumb.
F the patriarchy. You heard it here first, guys.
You know what? Sure.
We're
Sure.
breaking
Why
all
not?
conventional. Wait, what's that? What's the stupid thing? Do we fail the did we pass the dachshund? What is that called?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I'll look
I
it
don't know
up
what
while you
it's
type.
called.
I'll look it up.
Okay. The woman sitting independent in the booth took off her rain pelted.
I looked up woman literature test. Oh, the Bechdel test.
I'm surprised you didn't get a bunch of like women's authors
No, I
like
did.
book
Yeah, those are the
like
other
book
ones.
quizzes.
Which women from
Okay.
classic literature are you? All right.
That's not what I meant. I was meaning
Actually,
like it was an
while you're
actual
writing your
test.
sentence, I'm gonna do this.
Okay. Okay. I have a rain pelted leather jacket, leather duster,
Oh, enter my name. All right. We'll do. There we go.
and flipped up.
By Taylor
Her-
Swift 2006 made this quiz.
Okay. Flipped up her
Pick a rose.
sunglasses.
Huh? Oh, coral rose. Friendship, sympathy. Orange rose. Desire and enthusiasm. Pink rose. Happiness and gentleness. Red rose. Love. Yellow rose. Jealousy, infidelity. White rose. Innocence, a fresh start. What do you think, Josh? What do you
Okay,
think's
you-
me?
You've answered less than one question. It's already your sentence.
Oh, really?
So much for taking
All
that
right.
during.
So let me think about I think I'm gonna go with I
This
like
is the
orange
dumbest.
roses. All right, we're gonna go with that.
Also, did you want to care to explain to our listeners what the test that you were actually referring to was,
The
and
Bechdel
not
test. It was something
Yes.
like, does a woman not think for herself, or does a man speak for her? I don't remember. I was
No, it's a test to see like if there are women characters in a story
that are strong.
and they're
Yeah.
no, but it's very specific. Like there's a scene where there are two female characters talking to each other and they're not talking about a
That's
guy.
what
It's
it is.
something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Oh, nailed it. I just don't know the name.
All right. Choose a cute fictional
That-
bear. I don't know what Teddy Ruxpin is, but Winnie the Pooh is the goat. I mean, Paddington's on here. Corduroy, Yogi Bear. Oh, I was a Winnie the Pooh fan, so we're gonna go with him.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
It's the
Ooh, a 2019 movie, Parasite. Parasite all the way. Come on. I mean, Jojo Rabbit's on here, which is good. But, I mean, Parasite was, like, way better. Oh, I haven't read any of these books. Now is a No, there's a book series you were obsessed with as a child.
What are they?
Oh, series of unfortunate events. That's a good one.
Anyway, the test asks whether a work features at least two women who talk to each other about something other than a man. The requirement that the two women must be named is sometimes added.
Interesting. The woman sitting independent of the boot took off her rain pelted leather duster and okay, now it popped up. It was loading.
Oh, okay.
She flipped up her sunglasses to inspect the others carefully. I got COVID brain going on.
Infect the other. And also, why were you gonna say her hair pelted leather duster?
I don't know.
I could hear it.
I still have COVID brain. When I've been watching movies, I'm like, they're hugging. Wait a minute. It was in so far into this, dude. I don't even as she. What do you call those peak flip up sunglasses that turn into glasses?
I couldn't think of the name of it. Like, you know what I mean? I like the flip up aviators. I don't.
Underneath her tacky.
Excuse me. It's not tacky. Those are very cool.
Tacky flip up aviator
clones.
Glasses.
But it should be aviator clone glasses, like fake ones.
Like off brand?
Correct.
Aviator's not a brand, it's a style.
I know, but it's still it's still off brand.
She studies
what? How did we why are we in like present tense now?
Have we never been?
No.
Yeah, we kind of have. As they ceremoniously sip, that's like present.
No.
Maybe. As she peeked.
They examined each other's facial features.
As she peeked.
Greeted the travelers.
Underneath her, I mean, I failed this so many times, to be fair. Her tacky flip up aviator glasses. She studied.
She has sunglasses that are also flip flops. She studied the blade.
Studied the adjacent men.
Okay.
Both of which wearing eye patches.
God, what? What?
But both
on opposite eyes.
On opposite eyes.
Oh my god.
Eyes as well.
This
as what do you call those little glasses? I'll make them have Gucci sunglasses. All right. As she peeked from underneath her tacky flip-up aviator glasses, she studied the adjacent men, both of which wearing eye patches, but both on opposite eyes, as well as Gucci sunglasses. All right. Who are these people? Well, we won't learn that yet. But should we do a little bit more information on them?
I feel like we should we should get a backstory and a handle on at least one of the characters, probably the one with the cool shades.
The tacky glasses.
Cool shades.
And then we should have her talk to a woman, talk to another female about the Bechdel test, and then we'd be really meta.
We get super meta.
Wait, was Bechdel a guy?
No. Why would... No.
Wait.
And I also don't think you're pronouncing it right.
Bechdel.
I don't actually know. I as established earlier with Manaus, we don't know how to pronounce things.
Bechdel test. Bechdel. Yeah, Bechdel.
Get someone to read it out for you. There's the IPA phonetic reading of it, but I don't know how to actually do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading. It's Bechdel. What's the upside down E?
I don't know.
Bechdel.
Okay, just
Alison Bechdel is a female. So if we're talking about the Bechdel test, they've already failed. No, they've already passed because they're talking about a woman and not a man.
No. Oh, okay, but it would have to be two women talking to each other about it, and sometimes they would have to both be named.
Wait, what if two guys talked about the Bechdel test? Then they'd fail it because Bechdel's a woman.
No, that wouldn't necessarily.
They'd fail, but
it's not like a pass. No. It's not like a pass fail per scene. It's like an overall test for a whole work.
Doesn't do it for me.
Like
Write
if
your
you have a
sentence.
scene of just a person walking around in the woods, that doesn't. I mean, it does fail the test, but if it's a part of a larger work that doesn't, then it doesn't. It's an or, not an and. That's what I would
All
go
right,
with.
so I
Boolean
need to,
algebra.
for my test, I need to choose a modern reimagining of a classic story. I haven't seen any of these besides The Lion King. Because the other ones are She's the Man, Clueless, which I saw that on Netflix. I should watch that. 10 Things I Hate About You and Bridget Jones' Diary. So I guess The Lion King. That's the only one I've seen. Which lyrics from a Taylor Swift song that resonate with you? Oh my god. All right. You writing?
I'm thinking while also getting distracted by your weird questions. And the fact that I can't comprehend why you're doing that.
I found one that speaks to me. I'd be a fearless leader. I'd be the alpha type. When everyone believes you, what's that like?
Okay.
Oh, I'm not a princess. This ain't a fairy tale. I'm going to find someone who might actually treat me well. Or I could be the Joker. 'Cause, darling, I'm a nightmare just like a daydream. It sounds like a line from Suicide Squad. Choose an American Girl doll moment. What is this?
Wait.
Molly tap dances to end World War II. Josh, this is a toss-up. It's between that and Kaya hates the nickname Magpie. Oh, man.
In terms of relevance to the global world conflict, I think stopping World War II and not liking your nickname are probably on opposite sides.
But okay, what about Kit? She made a scooter out of orange boxes during the Great Depression, and she still reserved room for her dog. She makes a good case.
Okay, it feels like the World War II one was written by a different author.
Okay, what about oh, no way. Josephina, she comes with unremovable hoop earrings. Can you believe that? That has to be the American Girl doll moment. I'm just confused what this question is asking. Like, what is an American Girl doll moment? Is it something from the show? Did they have World War II in an American Girl doll show?
I think there's like lore behind the American Girl dolls.
Hold on, let me read the wiki.
It's just, what is your favorite moment out of that lore?
I mean, when Samantha ended child labor when she met a poor person for her first time. This is amazing.
That'll do it. You know what? I think we're hack writers compared to these people.
Okay.
There's no chance.
I don't even like that. That takes the cake. Like, it's a close call because the last one is Felicity, a 9-year-old, understands the perils of alcoholism and makes it her business. What is it? What does she mean makes it her business? Is she gonna sell people alcohol and make sure they turn into alcoholics? Like, what does she mean makes it her business? Or is she gonna go to every single alcoholic and get them to stop? I don't understand. But then again, Molly ended the World War by tap dancing, so... And Samantha ended child labor by meeting a poor person.
If only it was that simple.
What is the best one? I mean, honestly, maybe the nickname.
Wait. Okay, if you're writing a story where someone has to tap dance to end World War II, how does that... Like, what's the setup for that?
I don't know. But if it were me, personally, I think the nickname is my favorite moment.
Okay. Anyway, it's your sentence. I said the hostess returned promptly, interrupting the tense stare down between the two sides. But anyway, the hostess is back.
Any birthdays in house today?
Do they ask you that?
I don't know. She does. Asked the cheerful lady in the apron.
Do hostess wear aprons?
I don't. At Applebee's, I guess they do.
At Applebee's in Brazil.
That's the cheerful lady in the apron as she obliviously
dumbest story.
Stares at the remains of a tense moment.
Okay.
All right, it sounds like we're
Okay.
getting into the story. So maybe we should start with a theme. Maybe we should get
Hold
a
on,
theme.
hold on, hold on. We have to establish a little bit of character backstory first.
All right, so this is a pretty good
It's ours.
question about which my favorite Lorde song. I mean, obviously, Team is pretty good. Ribs I've listened to. Royals is definitely a song. I'm definitely gonna. I think I'm gonna go with Royals because that's the only one I can remember. I don't know. Team's pretty good. It's like we're on the same team. Oh oh, oh oh. And then Royals is we're gonna be Royals, Royals. That one I'm picking.
Can we just get you covering random pop songs from like 6 years ago as a segment on this podcast?
Here's the juiciest question. Choose a Disney princess you projected onto. For me personally, as a 18-year-old male, I think this is actually kind of hard. Okay, well, Belle was a little bit weird. Merida was cool, but she a little bit weird in the head. Jasmine, she was kind of dope, but she was I don't know. She got the tiger. That was pretty dope. Okay, Mulan was awesome, but she beat me up.
All right. Anyway, you're out.
Elsa, what do you think? Elsa, yeah. Who's Aurora? I don't know who Aurora is. Tiana kissed a frog. That's kind of, nasty.
Anyway, it's your sentence. It's actually ours, Madame. One of the men replied
just
in a
she was,
thick French accent.
Because she was like self-made and everything.
Which one?
She was self-made and she was her own person. And then the white people came and were like, okay, we're gonna force you into a relationship. But in the movie, it was like showing it as love. So that was kind of cool. All right, it's loading on my side. It's actually ours, madame?
Yep.
Oh, they're not in unison anymore.
No, only one of them replied. Because it'd be weird if they only spoke in unison.
All right, your turn.
You gotta be. Who's even saying that? No. Who's saying that? You have to. At least tell me who is saying we.
Oh wait. Hold on. Who asked the waitress? As the waitress. We. Play on words. Said all of them.
What?
In reply.
What do you mean all of them?
All of them. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory.
So.
It's actually ours, madame. One of them replied in a thick French accent. Who? Oh, wait, no, that's the waitress. Who? That's the waitress. We, said all of them in reply. That's a good play on words. Come on.
Okay, so I said the waitress, slightly confused but not too concerned with the strange dealings of these mystery people, backed away while scribbling down some notes.
She didn't get... Okay, so she didn't even take their order.
She only wanted to know if there were any birthdays in the house. That's it. She just left. Well, to be fair, wouldn't that be someone else? What's the name of the person that actually comes and takes your order? It's not the host. The host is just who seats you, right?
Oh, the
What's
hostess.
that called?
You know how much...
Is the entirety of this story going to take place in this Applebee's? I need sus.
I need sustenance. Whooped. Whooped.
Whoop.
One of the eye patch.
Wait, can we call them left and right?
Lefty righty?
Yeah, one's lefty and one's righty.
Whooped one of the eye patched men as he.
All right, we have two names.
His Gucci glasses dramatically. All right, what's the theme? Time for a theme, folks.
All right, pick a number between 1 and 96. So we have inner versus outer strength, knowledge versus ignorance, and an identity crisis.
Identity crisis. Definitely identity
Why?
crisis.
Make your case. Pitch to me.
Okay. Because already in this, they're already talking in unison. What I'm thinking is maybe they're all like telepathic like triplets that come from like I don't know. They're just mysterious telepathic triplets that are gonna have an identity crisis, and then I don't know, something happens in Applebee's. Something happens makes them flip out.
Okay, I feel like I like your idea, but I think the woman with the cool sunglasses should not be telepathically connected and should just be like a reporter or like a scientist trying to figure out what's going on, because she's studying them with a lot more intensity than someone that would
But
also.
they're all talking in unison.
Yeah, I think that's just a coincidence.
Yeah, it happens twice. Happens 3 times.
I'm saying
They all drink at the same time. They all say we at the same
okay,
time.
drinking at the same time is not the same as them saying something.
Okay, I think we could go with that, but maybe it's contagious. What do you think? When I said she carefully infects the others.
Well, it would be the other way. It'd be them infecting her.
I know. But what do you think? What if we made it like that? All right, so what's our theme?
All right, we're going with identity crisis.
We are?
Yep. Time to
Let's
just
go.
figure this out.
Choose a Shakespeare play. Okay, this is good. Taming of the Shrew. I read that. Romeo and Juliet.
All right, you're up. You read
I don't
Taming of the Shrew?
remember. Dude, where's...
How do you remember Taming of the Shrew and not Romeo and Juliet, the most like adapted work of fiction?
I don't think I've read it.
Yeah,
I've
that's fair.
definitely heard of it. I haven't read any of these other
Never heard of
ones.
it.
I was hoping for what's that one? I can't think of it.
I'm a big Macbeth fan. I think it's pretty.
Okay.
That one's pretty good.
What's the one
Also
with
because-
Beatrice and... Do you know what I'm talking about?
Give me one more character and then probably.
Beatrice, Leonato, most famous. Much Ado About Nothing.
That is not,
not
one
even
of his
an
most
option.
famous.
What?
That is not one of his most famous ones.
It is a Shakespeare play.
Well, so is Richard
Okay.
III, and I only know one
Okay.
line
Can
from
you tell
that.
me who Estella Havisham from Great Expectation is? Expectations? I've never heard of her.
I've heard of it.
But
I have no idea who it is.
Here's the brief summary. You can come across to others as cold or unfeeling, but it's only because of the way you were raised. You are vastly misunderstood, and you do have the capacity to feel and love. You just deserve better, and many others may attempt to give you. You're extremely put together and very proper, but when you feel deeply, you never deceive or hurt the ones that mean the most to you. That's a whole lot of nothing. I could have gotten Elizabeth from Pride and Prejudice. Dude, she was the best. I
Wait.
could have gotten Daisy
Daisy.
Buchanan from Great
Oh.
Gatsby.
She is a terrible character. Why would you want her? She just like
Right.
sits around and is just
She's the worst.
she just
Is it my
runs over a
sentence yet?
guy with a car and then doesn't take responsibility for it. That is not a strong
Bro,
character.
bro. She wasn't even driving, bro. It was Gatsby.
No, it wasn't.
Bro, have you seen the movie?
Yes,
I kind
And
of
it
fell
was
asleep
bad.
in like the middle of the third act, but Gatsby died, so it was definitely him.
it was pretty bad.
All right, are you stable your energy, brother? Lefty?
Stable your energy,
Refreshments will
brother
be here
Lefty.
promptly.
Our refreshments will be here promptly. I assure it. Consoled the other man with a robotic tone. That is how he sounds. Canonically. I have deemed that
They
his
waited.
voice sounds like this.
Near empty side of the restaurant.
So wait, was
For-
the character from Great Expectations, was that what you ended up with? Like,
Yeah.
oh. Well, that was a
5
disappointment.
minutes, and I know, like something I didn't even read.
That-
47
that's-
seconds.
And pure
Until-
silence?
Until Righty got up and stomped. to the kitchen.
What is this story?
They waited on the near empty side of the restaurant for exactly 5 minutes and 47 seconds until Riley got up and stomped to the kitchen. I just imagine he walks in and he just demands jalapeno poppers now.
um,
Oh no, is he a Karen? No. Yes, this is actually great.
I request to speak with a higher power in this establishment.
Wait, I got it, Josh. Applebee's battle. It's gonna be the high gods.
What?
No.
What?
No. It's gonna. I can't wait for him to speak to the manager. All right, are you gonna ready?
I'm just that messed me up. You talking about higher gods for in Applebee's.
I don't know. Something about Applebee's just gets me in the mood for faith. Applebee's glass door. Glass door tells us everything we need to know.
All right. I request to speak with a higher power in this establishment, he says as he barged into the kitchen area, raising his hand dramatically for emphasis. I like this guy. This was my new favorite character. Even more than cool sunglasses lady, who we know nothing about.
A pudgy man in his 40s walks over and wipes the sweat
off of
bald
the
head.
other guy's head.
What do you call bald when he still has a little bit of hair?
Balding?
Balding head, yeah.
His blade head.
His balding scalp. Hi.
Oh, what can I do for you,
I'm Craig,
bud? Why did he say
the
his
manager.
name?
Do you already have a Craig?
Okay. That's fine. No, we didn't have a Craig. All right.
Hi, I'm Craig, the manager. Salutations, Craig.
Craig, the manager.
This is straight out of What We Do in the Shadows.
Salutations, Craig, the manager.
I'm going to read Applebee's reviews until you write your sentence.
Okay.
This episode has a lot going on, so I'm hoping it's very entertaining. 57% would recommend to a friend. That's pretty good.
It's not bad, actually. I was expecting a lot worse.
We dropped the whole thing about the woman being the reporter, right?
No, that's still my headcanon for what's going on right now because I haven't figured anything else.
So I'm gonna go against it.
All right, I'm gonna end the sentence here. You can continue the quote if you'd like, but salutations, Craig the manager. My companions and I have journeyed across this land and have found ourselves here, awaiting nourishment from your canteen.
All right, that's a little bit too much, but I like it.
No, not too much, because this is who Righty is. I know how this could be identity related.
All right.
The left and the right guys represent the left and the right brains. So if you look at it, the right brain is very creative and is
conservative.
No, and is more.
And the left brain is liberal.
No.
So they have a crisis because they're trying to figure out who to vote for president.
No, the guy.
I totally agree, Josh. That was a really good idea.
No, well, the guy on the right is clearly more dramatic and more motivated by emotions and things like that, whereas the left guy is more logical, which is exactly the breakdown between left and right brain. Boom. And then the person,
but also at the
person
same time, one
middle.
of them's conservative and the other one's liberal.
Okay, sure, fine. Do you know anything about Brazilian politics? Would you care to bring that into the mix?
They have the far right authoritarian leader, Bolsonaro or something. So, the dude tested positive for COVID 3 times after saying it doesn't exist.
I would like a third opinion, please.
Well, I sure am sorry if you have been waiting a while to order.
He should be like, well, we are very busy. And then they just look out into the restaurant and there's no one there.
Here's a voucher for 1 free child
What?
meal
Okay.
with the purchase. 1 free child.
I was like, whoa. 4
entrees and 4 desserts.
That's a pretty
On the
hardcore
house.
deal.
Okay, and then he should have it and be like, I will treasure this.
Yeah, I could see that. I wanted him to take it and go, this is sufficient, and then walk away.
No, I think I shall treasure this forever.
Righty's face
Alright, hold
immediately
on.
changed to one of reverence as he took the paper coupon carefully with both hands.
I shall cherish this for the rest of my life.
Until the end of the universe shall I keep this in my possession.
Oh.
Craig the manager.
Macnudger. I shall cherish this for the rest of my life.
Can you
Craig the
say until the
manager.
end of my days instead of for the rest of my life? Please.
All right.
Craig the manager. He is French.
Fine, we'll leave it. Craig the manager. Manager.
Manager de Craig.
Heidi turns to walk away, but hesitates before uttering a booming demand. 1 order of jalapeno. How do you spell that? Jalapeno
I have no
poppers,
idea.
please.
Yeah, sure. There's got to be the tilde on the end.
Huh?
There's got to be a tilde
Oh
on
yeah,
the
yeah,
end.
yeah.
It's just jalapeno 1. What do
There you go.
No.
He should go back to the table, right? He should go back to the table, and then left brain is gonna react logically and be like, you see, he takes you for a fool. We wait 5 minutes and 47 seconds, and all you get is a free drink. No, a free child's meal.
Free child's meal. Right.
Because left brain would react logically, don't you think?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Because righty just sees that he's doing a kind gesture. He thinks it's something important. 'Cause he's kind of dumb. I mean,
Right. Not dumb, but emotionally intelligent.
yes.
Oh, no, he's already in the restaurant. He doesn't have to go back into the restaurant.
All right, let's finally read some Applebee's reviews. I'm actually really excited to read these.
All right, you're up. Craig nodded in affirmation of his demand before turning around to go back into the depths of the kitchen,
Oof.
wiping his brow once more.
Brady returns to the table with the voucher in hand and slips it over to his brother.
Okay.
Lefty. Oh. Lefty. All right.
What
We've
is
been
this?
occupied
Lefty inquired as he picked up the flimsy paper, alternating his eyes from the text to the woman across from him, who had been occupying herself with doing sick pen tricks as they waited. Heck yeah.
We waited 5 minutes and
Shout out.
47 seconds for
Well, it's
this.
probably longer than 5 minutes and 47 seconds now.
That's true. We'll do 7 minutes and 37 seconds for this.
Yeah, yet another example of humans being bad at creating random numbers.
Lefty shot up in his seat in anger.
I feel like it should be like a subdued anger, because he's more logical.
No.
It's like,
In anger before calmly
clamly.
calmly sitting back down to explain these situations.
Wait, so he stands up and then immediately sits back down?
Yeah. Well, he's gonna be like, "We waited 7 minutes and 37 seconds for this."
Are you standing up as you
And he
say
says,
that?
"Yeah." Oh yeah, you can't tell.
I could hear it. I could hear the
Okay.
difference.
So yeah. So he stands up while he says that, and then he sits back down.
The two were still debating the
food's not
validity
done
of
yet.
the
They only
voucher.
ordered the jalapeno poppers.
No, I'm assuming that the hostess is also telepathic now.
She got infected.
I guess that's just how this world works.
Yeah.
Which one is this? Which one says this?
Said
Sad.
said somebody at the table.
What? No. No. No.
Yeah.
You cannot.
At the table. Just imagine if all these stories were written really vaguely. Somebody said this, and then another person reacted this way, and they were somewhere, and then something happened.
Said somebody. God, this is so.
Finally, some sustenance. I was getting rather vacant in my stomach.
Said.
There's my Emperor Palpatine voice again. That is an amazing review. What? Came into Applebee's and the host asked me to pay $10 to come inside.
What are these stories?
I don't know.
Anyway, you're up. Who
Okay.
gave you your orders, madam? I don't recall requesting these specific products, recalled Lefty with a tense air. Oh no, I said recall twice in one sentence. I'll fix that. Remembered. Reminisced.
The waitress didn't answer,
And said she took out a gun.
but instead stared and smiled at, what's the lady's name? Do we have a name for her?
Nope.
At the lone woman at the other side of across from the men.
We've been joined by a new party member. You haven't talked much, have you, ma'am? What's your name? The hostess said as she sat down in an open spot in front of the booth. We passed the test. She's gonna have a name, and they're gonna talk about stuff. Nailed it. Woo!
But she smiled at her because she gave them the orders.
How would she have given them the orders
Is
if
she not infected with it?
I don't know. I don't think we figured that out yet, but I think now is a good time. And I need to take a break, so we'll be back later. And
we are back.
Whoop whoop. After a short break.
That was like 2.5 hours.
Yes, it was. But
My
it doesn't
Chiefs
matter now.
affixed the silent. Ooh.
Change.
Alliteration. The silent sister did not speak a sentence.
I don't think she's the. What does she represent then? If one of them is left brain and the other one is right brain, what's her deal?
Mystery.
Yes, the elusive part of the brain known as mystery.
So you know the back lobe, the magnolia,
Yeah, the magnolia.
The Magna Carta. Yeah, you know that.
Yeah. And
What's it called?
Tell us what exactly does the magnolia Magna Carta do?
Well, the Magna Carta is like the big thing in the back that you keep all the memories in.
So you're implying, based on your pseudoscience, that she is the memory vault? So the hostess gave a concerned look and then turned to the other two, who were still in disagreement.
Disagree, big. I'm sorry, I was having
So
fun with
a
that.
lot of episodes we get sleepy, Alex,
No,
because
this
we
is good,
record
Alex.
before 12 a.m. or midday. we record before midday.
Yes, we record before the end of the day. Yes.
Now we're getting hyped up.
Well,
Alex.
I just say dinner, Alex. So this is like high energy, new braces type Alex. Not new braces, but I got a power chain, so that gives you energy, right?
It's right in the name.
Mm-hmm.
Chain.
And my doctor said I was too fresh. I'm out of bands.
You're too fresh.
I'm out of bands.
Is that an exact quote from your doctor? Is that quote?
Yeah, a 75-year-old white woman
fresh.
said that. Yes, Josh, exactly. Lefty. Righty.
How does she know? What?
All right, your turn.
What?
Lefty, righty, eat. Demanded. Hey, lady. Don't know which one.
Can you take this slightly more serious?
Lefty, righty, eat, demanded the lady. Don't know which one. You choose. Fine, demanded the lady.
Which one? There are two of them.
One of two. There you go. Happy? The sister says a word.
Not really.
Should we let her be silent?
No.
You want me to just? I already put a period down, so it's kind of too late.
Too quickly quieted their quarrel. Yeah, that's right. I just did. That's right. I just did alliteration with Q's, boy. Oh, what's up?
That's quite exquisite.
It's quite quaint of you to think that.
That's you quelled. You did that very quell. All right. So what if the sister
I think we
is
need
the
more
quiet, scary
We need
one?
more
What
Q
if
words
she's-
to our Q.
What if she's secretly like the dangerous one?
I
the other
don't think
guys-
it's any secret given that she had those cool sunglasses.
Yeah, the tacky tourist ones.
I think they're cool.
Bro.
And quelled any.
That's not how you.
Are you sure? Because I'm not.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's definitely a U. There's no word with that starts with a Q.
QW. Look, it felt right.
There's no word that starts with a Q and the next letter is not a U.
Oh, that's not
Besides
true.
Key. QI. Because that one I use in words with friends.
Disagreement they still harbored. And sat down with a polite thump. Alright, so the two quickly quieted their quarrel and quelled any disagreement they still harbored and sat down with a polite thump.
I think I'm going to make the other character. I'm going to make the lady character named Quendy. We quite appreciate
They're gonna make her
concern
named Quendy. Quendy, really?
We will quickly quell our hunger. I don't know. This is stupid. Forget this line.
Yeah, are you just trying to put more Q words in? Quendy, God, it's so bad.
I'm kind of lost in what's going on. The Q's messed me up, bro.
No, what messed us up is lefty righty eat demanded the sister. What is that? I'm still mad about that. Because it's dumb.
Right. With a whispered whimper. Well off.
Wigwaff.
Wiggle.
Wigloff. Wigloff stayed by Beowulf. What's a wiggle bop?
Warily wept into their wheel.
You spelled the wheel W-E-A-L.
Well, if you turn the W upside down, well done. What are they eating, by the way?
I don't know.
Whale. I don't know.
Whale?
With a whispered whimper, the well-off wiggle bops warily wept into their well-done whale. I don't know what a wiggle bop is. I'm gonna look this up.
What's a wiggle bop? Yeah.
Wagwam. That's a British slang. Wagwan.
Are we allowed to say that?
Maybe.
Okay. So they're eating whale?
Yes. So Wagwan only means what's going on. Wagwan. What? Oh, what going on? Wagwan? Interesting.
Is there a page where you can look up insulting terms for people that start with a W?
Well, I went to Urban Dictionary and it says here's its example. Dealer, yo fam, buyer. Wagwan, you got it? And then dealer's like, yeah fam, and then tosses buyer a bag. Oh, it's recent too, 2020.
Okay. Your British slang voice is so much better than your normal British voice.
I know. I don't know why. I'm looking up.
All right, so I wrote, satisfied, the woman turned to the hostess to pick up the conversation thread she left behind before. So you're up.
Conversation thread?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm looking up what's a Weisenheimer. Oh, wise guys.
How did we miss wise guys, but we got wiggle wops?
Wiggle bops.
Wiggle bops.
Hey, you wise guy, huh? Also, that's not a bad accent I have. With a whispered whimper, the well-off wise guy warily wept into the well-done whale. Satisfied, the woman turned to the hostess to pick up the conversation thread she left before.
That's pretty close. That's pretty good, actually. Not bad. Not bad,
Oh,
man.
sorry. Didn't know I dropped my precious conversation thread. It will come in handy for my Applebee's apron I'm making. Your turn.
Whoa. Whoa. What is...
This story is just a train wreck. All right, let's have their identity crisis.
Is this how Murakami wrote Killing Commendatore? Because it makes just as much sense.
The two quickly... the first word. The first word.
I got it. The two quickly quieted their quarrel and quelled any disagreement they still harbored and sat down with a polite thump. With a whispered whimper, the well-off wise guy wept into the well-done whale. Satisfied, the woman turned to the hostess to pick up the conversation thread she left behind before. Plick.
Okay, that other sentence wasn't alliteration, but yeah.
I read it anyway.
A death swipe. You messed up a couple of the words. You messed up warily, and then you said quarreled.
I always say quarrel.
But it's quarrel.
I say it quarrel.
Well,
it sounds
wrong.
more posh.
We're having a quarrel about the word quarrel.
I will have a quarrel with you about any of these word pronunciations.
All right, you can write your sentence.
The other one I did mess up. So a deft swipe of the woman's hand revealed that she had grasped between her first finger and thumb a small translucent thread made of something resembling a pale glass.
Now, where were we? There we go. Let's get back on track. And get alliteration.
The most random tangent ever posited to words.
Now, where were we?
Oh, no, not the W.
With our
Wigwam.
willowing as we...
Willowing?
I don't know. With our words. Boom.
No, where were we with our words?
With our war of words.
Woman.
Words. Woman with whispery
White. Warlock.
white. A willowing
You really want to put willowed?
waves. There we go. Wagwan. Now where were we with our war of words? Women with white willowing waves. Boom. This is so, like, stupid. This is so dumb.
Had never seen a look on a person's face.
Is that the most we've gotten into a sentence?
Yeah, probably.
All right, so let me count. All right, we had 9 in my first sentence before. Yours isn't even close.
Well, I was doing cues. Cues are much harder. They're worth much more points than
Okay,
Scrabble.
but still. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, we have to get 12 words. No!
All right. The word sorceress had never seen a look on a person's face with as much confusion as the hostess had before her, so she decided to refrain from using any more alliteration. You're welcome, audience. Well, words are woven well when I went wherever we want. That just has to be about the most nonsensical sentence I have ever heard.
All right, forget about this. It doesn't beat 12-word one. All right. So then I am done using stupid word.
Stupid word.
How food. What?
How food. Good. Try. You're the one
hostess.
taking us down this dark path. This is not me.
Then pulled out a then pulled out a hand and took a glob of mashed potatoes, to which she walloped
Stop.
into her. Moving on.
No one talk about that.
Bruh, I wouldn't be surprised if this happened at Applebee's. What is this one about? Pasta ignorance. Using penny pasta for all your pasta dishes now is cheap and distasteful, even for microwave chefs. Take a cooking course and learn how to match the appropriate pasta to the dish you are preparing. Bro, this is like the most specific review. Like, why does he care that much about pasta? Like, if you're going to Applebee's, you don't care that much about food anyways. I love the title, Pasta Ignorance.
That
like,
is
of all the things to be ignorant about, it's pasta he's mad about.
Next week, can we write a story based only with the title Pasta Ignorance?
Okay. What if we actually made... Okay, here's the suggestion. So we take one of these reviews that are really funny and really random and make no sense, and then we try to write the story of what happened.
Okay. And it should just be like the most serious, dramatic story.
Yeah. And it's like we detail what happened in the 40 minutes between when they were like, we ordered our lasagna, and then 40 minutes later we got it cold and we got beef that was raw or something.
And there's no montage sequence. You sit there for 40 minutes and wait with them.
Yeah,
okay.
And that's the whole movie.
Your sentence is up, and it's, so if I dare to ask, what was it that you just grabbed out of the air? Questioned the hostess as she turned towards her interviewee.
I'm confused. What are you talking about?
She grabbed a small translucent thread out of the air, resembling something made of pale glass, and then
but I thought you were talking about the mashed potatoes.
No, not... I mean, I guess you could... Oh, these are mashed potatoes.
Oh. These are mashed potatoes. Hold on. We're going to pull an airplane. She said with a stuffed mouth. I don't know. With a stuffed mouth. It's like if a potato... If a potato was... I don't know.
Mashed.
You know, like the name. Here we go. That's a little bit better.
I just wanted a short pause, and then it says the hostess solemnly nodded in resignation. It's like,
Wait, the hostess nodded after she said that?
Yes. The hostess is like, okay, I know I'm not going to get anything useful out of this. I give up.
Okay, bye. She waves. And
Okay, I
stands up.
buy. Why is it in present tense again?
I forgot. She waved and stands up. We're leaving stands. I don't care.
Wait,
So I don't know.
who's she in this scenario? which
Lady 1 of 2 waved and stood up.
So the hostess started to walk away, but then turned back to say, "By the way, my name's Meg if you need me, but please don't." And then she walks away, out of this story and our lives forever.
Hold on. Not yet.
Or not. God.
No. Meg. Not yet. What's her? Do we have a name for the lady?
No. Do you want me to generate another one?
Yeah. What's a lady? What's a word? What's a word for a woman that starts with an S?
She.
Sweet she.
She.
All right. So no, Meg, not yet. The sister stood and swallowed the sweet she.
Oh, wait, what? What?
With
a sound snap.
Whooping. Mouth.
Why do you say? Do you know what whoop means? Do you know what a whooping sound
And
means?
jaw. That brushed
Wait, what?
the dirty.
Why do you say
beard.
soiled? Say soiled, not dirty.
The soiled. I like that. The soiled surface of the selenium floor.
It's selenium. Yeah, there you go. SE. Down
All right,
here.
the sister
no,
stood
up
and
here,
swallowed
up
the
here.
sweet
I don't
she with a
remember.
whooping mouth and jaw that brushed the soiled surface of the selenium floor.
Is that almost an iambic pentameter, or not pentameter? But is that almost an iambic meter? Because
The
that
sister
definitely.
stood and swallowed the. No, it's not.
Nope, it's close though.
If
I'd say
swallowed
it's...
wasn't there. The sweet she with a whooping mouth and jaw that brushed the soiled surface of the selenium floor. Okay, it is for a little bit.
It's pretty good for a little bit. We got a real modern Shakespeare, and the story is made. Suddenly, a handful of thin strands materialized out of the air and entangled the fleeing hostess, restraining her motion. I'm gonna go with restricting.
But she ate her.
Halting.
She ate her.
She did not eat her.
She stood and swallowed.
No, you said she swallowed the sweet sheet. That does not mean anything.
Yeah.
I thought that was referring to the mashed potatoes.
It's It's referring to Meg.
No.
Yes.
No. My language is clearer, therefore it has more weight. So therefore she did not eat Meg. Meg is simply restrained. If you'd like to take your next sentence to continue your trend of having her get swallowed by the sister in a sweet she or whatever that means, go ahead. I think I'm the one that's having the identity crisis.
I know what's going on. Sister, you should not eat her.
What?
You are trying to kick your human addiction. We
This is so dumb.
will be very upset.
So I'm trying to look
Do
for some
we
Applebee's slogans.
Oh, that would be a perfect ending to this.
Okay, well, it's none of. They're all bad. Okay, Applebee's had specific slogans, including quote, "Together is good" or "Get it together, baby," or "It's a whole new neighborhood."
All right,
Or,
we gotta use these.
Quote, "There's no place like the neighborhood."
No intervention. Only sustenance. All right, I'm happy with that sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, Lefty's not saying that. She replies that.
Okay, why'd you put it all in one sentence then?
Because I wanted to write it.
At least
Sister.
put a semicolon there to pretend like you care.
But I don't care. That's the thing. We'll put a colon. Just go halvesies with it.
So as the ephemeral ropes dragged Meg towards ephemeral, like not real, like magic-y. That's cool. What I dragged Meg towards the gaping maw of the sister. She struggled and tried to free herself, to no avail.
Okay.
All right, I think the end is she should get devoured by all of them agreeing together and saying, quote, "Together is better."
No. We're not going to leave it there. Okay. Hold on.
What else are you going to do? Please.
Okay.
Tell me one idea that makes any more sense than just ending this as soon as possible.
From the disgusting, filthy window of the kitchen, Craig marched by his fleet of...
Are you trying to do
what are those called? What's that? Oh yeah, Cuisinart. Cuisinart microwave chefs.
This is so dumb.
As he rushed out of the into the dining room, his employee was being devoured. Oh God. Is it already Wednesday? Can you cut out my part before where I spoiled that joke?
Yeah, I can cut out that part. But I'm leaving that part in.
You're going to leave the part where I talk about cutting out the other part.
Uh-huh.
I swear to God, this whole episode is me saying something about it. Are you going to keep that in?
Yep. And the answer? Probably yes, unless it's very, very bad, in which case I cut it out. Or boring.
Yeah.
All right.
So what's your sentence?
With surprising agility, he ducked under the ropes, restricting his second favorite employee, and sliced at them, severing most of them in one swoop. Severing most in one swoop. No them. We all know.
Okay, so I don't understand where the ropes were coming from, because I thought she already ate her, but...
No, they came out of the air. They're ephemeral ropes.
I don't know why, but...
Because how anticlimactic would it be if she just ate her in one sentence, Alex?
No intervention, only sustenance. Come on, that worked.
You were trying to have her eat her earlier, where the only indication was the sister stood and swallowed the sweet she. That's it. That's what you originally wanted.
Yeah, because then she was going to go for the whole restaurant, and then they were going to try to stop her because they wanted her to kick her addiction. That's where I was going with that, but now we're stuck on this lady they're still trying to devour.
I just want to point out that I should have expected this, given that you came into this podcast today pretending to be serious, saying you had a sentence that you worked on for multiple days that was going to be key to our understanding. I wrote a not great but still decently serious opening sentence about a cool place in Brazil, and then you immediately followed up with "Welcome to Applebee's" or whatever it was.
I told you I was going to do it no matter what. Craig used his CrossFit. I don't know.
You said he was 40 and round earlier.
Maybe he can still be fat and do CrossFit.
Okay. All right, that's
Uses
fair.
CrossFit rope
That's
jumping.
fair. You're right. I'm incorrect about that. Yes.
Maybe he just started it.
What is rope jumping?
That he just started learning.
What? Can you describe what the
Because
rope jumping exercise is?
is for everybody. And got in front of the attacker, the hungry villain, before precisely flicking his sharp sharp meal vouchers. Craig used his CrossFit rope jumping abilities that he just started learning because CrossFit is for everybody, Josh.
My bad.
And got in front of the hungry villain before precisely flicking his sharp buy 4 adult entry entrees and 4 desserts and get one child's meal free at the entangling web of whatever it is. Because to be honest, I don't know whatever Josh is writing about with the strings. I kind of just wanted her to eat the woman in a gulp. Hey, Josh.
Yes.
What do you call a group of racist photographers?
A podcast.
White balance. That's pretty good. Come on.
All right, that's fine. That's a good one. That's a good joke. All right, so the remaining cable snapped and fell tumbling to the floor.
I can't imagine what's going on right now. She's eating her, but there's also strings. He's flicking vouchers at him.
All right. So you remember episode 3 when the invisible hand materialized out of thin air?
Yes.
That happened.
How could I forget?
Okay, so that happened, except it's a bunch of ropes. Similar to the conversation thread that the sister previously plucked out of the air.
Yeah. She picked. We're in the different tense. She picked up a thread on the ground.
Wait, what?
She picked up a conversation thread.
Okay, you just quote from the Wikipedia article. Quote, they opened their first location in Decatur, Georgia, at the time named TJ Applebee's Prescriptions for Edibles and Elixirs.
What? Bro, they sold edibles? Dude, they were...
And elixirs.
What's an elixir?
It's something you give to your Pokemon to restore their PP for the moves.
Yeah, that makes okay. That makes total sense for Applebee's. Now they've resorted to
Applebee's also TJ's Pokemart.
She picked up a conversation on the thread.
Which she?
A conversation thread on the ground.
Which she?
Meg.
Okay.
Meg.
Okay, there you go. Well, I mean, she fell on the ground. I assume she'd take a second to stand up and just
And continued her thought that she had lost. That she had lost 5 minutes ago.
How does this make less sense than the Cowboy Time Cave?
Cowboy Time Cave was our best episode.
That's pretty good.
Wait, what's your name? I don't think you ever answered. I know the name, Josh. Do you know the name?
I don't know the name, but I'll write a filler line in between.
Thank you.
The sister flipped back down her cool sunglasses and stared directly at Meg.
I have my line. Yes.
Looking deeply, almost looking through her with a devastatingly piercing look
All right, my line might be stupid, but we're gonna do it
I
anyway.
appreciate it. I'm gonna change gaze. So the sister flipped back down her cool sunglasses and stared directly at Meg, almost looking through her with a devastatingly piercing gaze. What?
It's so dumb. Is it getting cold in here? Because I'm Chili's. Because she's cold, so she's chilly.
Yeah, I get that part. Wait, was that what you thought of what her name was? Was that?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Chili's logo.
No matter how many times you let me down by saying, wait, I have a great idea, and then dropping something like Chili's, I still fall for it every time.
What else would her name be? Come on.
I don't know.
Think logically, Josh. Think like Lefty.
What about TJ Applebee's?
No more elixir.
Do you know that on July 16th, 2007, Applebee's was bought by IHOP Corporation for $2.1 billion.
Applebee's is worth $1 billion?
$2.1 billion. And they are owned by IHOP.
Bro, that's an expensive-ass microwave. Chili's mascot. Hold on. We're getting to the bottom of this.
Chili's mask. It's a chili.
No way. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, this is horrifying. All right. All right. I got what's going on. Hold on. Hold, please.
So is this my line? Is this my sentence?
Hold, please. I'm adding something for visual. So she morphs into that. So that's her huge mouth that she was eating.
Oh snap! It has the sunglasses too.
It has the sunglasses.
All
The
right.
story is so bad. It's so stupid.
All right, fine. Get that picture out of here.
The story is literally random humor. Like we're just a step above literally like potato XD.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not
It's
good.
kind of I mean,
I blame
we're
you.
not there.
I blame you.
I mean, it's definitely my fault. We're not there. Like, it's somehow, like, we're having a good time. And I'm still enjoying this story. But it makes absolutely no sense. And it is just stupid.
Large.
I don't care. I have no regrets.
Amorph. No.
Transmogrify?
Yeah, that's right. I know magic words. Transmogrify into a large.
I kind of forgot what happened in this story. I'm gonna be
Human.
honest. So I'm excited to read. It's been like 6 hours since we started writing this story.
That's anthropomorphic. Anthropomorphic. I don't know how to spell that. Did I?
Good
Oh.
enough.
Nah, it took
No,
it.
you put an extra R.
Dang it. Large anthropomorphic.
Chili.
Chili. with human hands and a rad pair of shades.
All right, we gotta include the picture for reference. See.
See figure 1.1.
Yeah, I was gonna do that.
No, 8.1 because this is episode 8.
Figure 8.1.
Here, I can get the formatting correct.
All right, you got it. And
Yeah.
then I'll just paste it.
Just paste the picture. This is legit formatting. This is how I would do it if I was writing a textbook on the Chili's man.
See, we say our podcast is writing stories sentence by sentence, but it's kind of just like
This is actually a monster encyclopedia.
our story is just like a montage of random moments.
I feel like we were on track for something decent,
Okay,
And
Cowboy Time Cave was a good place.
no, I meant
and
specifically this episode. We were on track for something with a little bit more substance, and then it devolved back into the original
Where
format.
did we go wrong? Okay, when we do the read through, let's find and pinpoint exactly where everything went wrong.
Hi, welcome to Applebee's.
No,
No,
that's not it.
It's a little bit later. It's a little bit later.
I mean, that started the thread of the conversation
Oh,
thread.
okay.
We dropped it.
I know exactly where it is, but continue.
We dropped the conversation thread for sure. All right. So was that your sentence?
Yeah, that was it.
Nice. Oh, you already did your sentence. That's
Yeah,
right.
because gusts of wind flew around the restaurant as
Right.
the sister began to transmogrify into a large anthropomorphic chili with human hands and a rad pair of shades.
The monstrous guarded
what?
vegetable marched toward her chewed out Meg in hungry anger.
Are you using chewed out literally or figuratively?
I mean, she just had her in her mouth. She almost swallowed it.
When? When? Point me to a specific
Point me
point.
to the strings, Josh, wherever they came from.
They came from thin air. They are ephemeral strings
Yeah.
that
At
materialized
least
out
it
of air.
makes sense that she would have eaten them. Eaten. Craig stepped in front of the red hot, red hot chili pepper. I guess that works.
I guess that works.
Not to be confused with the band.
I give up. I give up, man. Gets worse by the second.
And demanded, let me speak to your manager. All right, that's my line. Thank you all. That's it. I'm out, folks.
Silly Craig. You always knew that less is more.
Oh my god.
Screamed the sister Pepper. She burned him alive with capsaicin. I definitely don't know how to spell that. Capsaicin laced leaves. All right, you're up. Capsaicin. This podcast is just an adventure in me learning how to spell words.
What are the brothers in this? What is their role? What are they? Who are they? We should reveal who they are.
Their left and right brain. This entire thing occurred in Meg's subconscious as she was after she passed out when she ate a red hot chili pepper. That's it.
I know how we're gonna end this. I have the ending. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you. So Meg, are you joining us or not? She read menace. Asked. Begrudgingly? I don't know.
Sure.
All right, are you gonna stop playing guitar?
I'm waiting for something interesting to happen.
All right, your turn.
All right, so Meg, are you joining us or not? The Red Menace asked.
You can
begrudging.
decide whether or not, but I would lean towards her not joining.
Yeah. Anyway, it's your sentence.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking. Meg jumps behind a table and throws it at Ridey, who is approaching quickly with silverware in hand. The sticky table stuck straight to his head, where it then smashed him into the ground. Okay. Meg jumps behind a table and throws it at Righty, who was approaching quickly with silverware in hand. The sticky table stuck straight to his head, where it then smashed him into the ground. So we brought back the sticky table.
Okay. Took a calculated look over the battlefield.
All right. What we need to bring in? We need more weapons for this. So I'm trying to stem from the reviews.
All right, I got it. This entire thing was fantasized by people waiting for they wrote this entire story while waiting for their table at Applebee's.
Nah.
Dang it.
I know the ending.
Okay. With a plate of weapons grade jalapeno poppers. Okay, you're up. So Lefty took a calculated look over the battlefield before deciding to rush over and try to unstick his brother, but Meg intercepted him with a plate of weapons grade jalapeno poppers.
There.
Hurry
As
up.
she was about to fire the flaming hot projectiles, Chili slammed her.
Well, at least we did pass that one test. They talked to each other about conversation threads and strange food.
Slammed her face into a Cuisinart microwave. Orders up. There, we'll just leave it there. That's fine.
Okay, that's fine.
Slammed.
Recoiling from the sudden impact, Meg swept out the chili's legs from under it and sent it to the ground. I guess the chili's legs from under her.
She stood and slammed her microwave into the skull
Of the chili.
skull of Righty, still stuck to them. Disgusting tables. Killing him. Okay, fine.
Censor.
I'm still gonna say it.
And I'll censor you every time.
Took the
So late.
voucher still in his brother's dead hands and sliced.
Sorry, I needed to do that. There's a requirement. I couldn't actually see what was going on. No, I need that.
Sliced Meg's. Oh, 'cause your phone?
Yeah, Achilles tendons.
No. Sliced Meg's neck. And looked down at the ground. Together is better. So it has a new meaning.
And that new meaning is...
Okay, so together is better. He lost his brother, so he's no longer together. But now because that's why he's sad. But also he says together is better because she didn't want to join.
So then does he also stab himself?
Not yet.
'Cause that's what that feels like.
Not yet.
Wait, what? Not yet? Okay.
Actually, Meg could be like, "Are you okay?" No. Okay. Can I write the next line?
Sure.
Not Meg.
Please.
I forgot the
Chili lady.
The sister starts eating the dead Meg on the ground.
There's no time for that to breathe.
No.
The main character of the story
Before
dying.
looking
No time for us
back
to process
at her
that.
brother. Are you okay? Lefty gives her
That is one
solemn
complete sentence, sir.
look. Well, it's not. Okay, it's 2 sentences. Lefty gives her a solemn look and repeats. No, and says.
Together was better.
And says, I feel nothing. Because he's left brain, he doesn't feel anything. Isn't that great? Come on.
No, not really.
All right, now he can kill himself. Now you can do the together was better.
Okay. I feel nothing, but I do know something. Together was better.
All right, we need...
With a sickening slice. Lefty took one of the cards and threw it like a boomerang, causing it to
This is imaginative.
around.
Yes.
Wait,
That's how a boomerang works.
and impale both he and.
No, don't kill her. Don't kill her.
Shit.
Don't kill her.
Fine,
Don't kill her. I need her.
She doesn't die.
Don't kill her. I need her.
And Chili. Though the latter survived somehow.
Yeah, do not kill her. I need her.
With a sickening slice, Lefty took one of the cards and threw it like a boomerang, causing it to turn around and impale both he and Chili, though the latter survived.
As she looked
This is
down at
dumb.
her
Very dumb.
at her brethren. Now the same shade of depressing red.
As her own mortal
That's
flesh.
her own, yeah. Well, mortal
Immortal
Hold on.
flesh.
flesh. That's her own mortal flesh.
As her own
And
mortal
heard
flesh.
a startling beeping from the kitchen.
Is one of the microwaves about to go off or something?
Not the microwave beef.
Oh. Is that it?
No.
Was that it?
The kitchen burst
Oh. Okay.
into flames as it was even too hot for a hot pepper like her.
Wow, that sounds weird.
Stand the heat. To stand the heat. So she ran outside. Okay, can I finish? Do you have anything else?
But, what do you want to do? Because I have an idea.
Can I write my idea and then we'll see?
Okay.
The kitchen burst into flames even too hot for that. Better stand her heat, so she ran outside. She picked up her phone out of her pocket and
Her chili pocket? Her hot pocket?
clicked a number on speed dial. Yes, Jeff. I wiped out the last business in the area. Amazon. Wait.
Why does every story have to be about Jeff
The Amazon
Bezos? I'm so sick
is
of
now
Jeff Bezos.
Amazon's. Okay, I only did it for that pun. All right, that's my
I
ending.
know.
The Amazon is now Amazon's.
No, I want one more thing.
You don't? Do you like it though?
It's fine. So hang up the call. Just before the skies opened up and Chekhov's rain came pouring down.
Oh, that makes sense.
The rain hid the tears of the world that day.
And the viewers of the End podcast.
Okay. ... The end.
Yeah, that made sense. Good job.
I wanted it. I needed Chekhov's ring to come back.
So just for a second, what do you think of that ending?
Terrible.
I liked it. Come on.
It's awful.
We brought back literally everything.
That's not good, though.
The microwave beef, dude, come on. The Amazon is now Amazon's. I made that joke earlier.
This is a terrible episode.
No, it wasn't. It's a lie.
It's not. It's better.
This was probably one of the most fun episodes, I think, ever.
Yeah, there were lots of tangents.
All right, are we ready to read?
There's so many tangents. They called me a derivative.
All right, can I do the intro for the reading part?
Sure.
Do
you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
Okay, so before...
I'll go first.
Okay, can I preface something real quick, too?
Yeah.
So, just one more thing for the audience. I've been sitting on this one line I've been wanting to write for like 3 days, just because I wanted to see... Just because I wanted the chaos of it, honestly. I wanted to see where we would go with it. And it did not disappoint. I mean, it disappointed Josh, but...
Oh, we also have to pinpoint the exact location where the podcast went off the rails.
And I'll highlight mine where I think it happened, and you highlight yours.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so... Let's jump in. Ahem. The temperate climate of Manaus, Brazil, mediated by the constant flow of the Amazon, saw incoming rains one afternoon. Hi, welcome to Applebee's, a kind host greeted three travelers entering the restaurant, rushing to get inside before the weather grew more inclement. The group looked at the grinning face of a 20-something-year-old woman with confusion before letting out a sentence. Table for three? In a creepy unison. The hostess, seemingly unfazed by this strange collective response, beckoned them to an empty booth and supplied them with sticky laminated menus and a round of water. As they ceremoniously sipped on their ice water with a hint of stale lemon in perfect harmony, they examined each other's facial features before letting out a hearty laugh. The woman sitting independent in the booth took off her rain-pelted leather duster and flipped up her sunglasses to inspect the others carefully. As she peeked from underneath her tacky, flip-up aviator glasses, she studied the adjacent men, both wearing eye patches but on opposite eyes, as well as Gucci sunglasses.
We never brought those back. The hostess returned promptly, interrupting the tense stare-down between the two sides. Any birthdays in the house? Asked the cheerful lady in the apron as she obviously stares at the remains of a tense moment.
Is actually ours, madame.
Oh,
one of the men
God.
replied with a thick French accent that I cannot do. Who? Asked the waitress. Oui, all of them said in reply.
I'm still proud of that. Come on, it's funny. The waitress, slightly confused but not too concerned with the strange dealings of these mysterious people, backed away while scribbling down some notes. Where'd she go? You know I need sustenance. Whooped.
There, that's the moment.
No, it's not. Whooped over the eye patch
moment.
man as he put down his Gucci glasses dramatically. Come on.
That is the weirdest sentence.
Okay, I only opened the door.
Okay.
It wasn't the moment. We could have righted the ship here.
No. Stable your energy, brother Righty. Refreshments will be here promptly, I assure it. Consoled the other man with a robotic tone. They watched in the near empty side of the restaurant for exactly 5 minutes and 47 seconds until Righty got up and stomped to the kitchen.
I request to speak with the higher power in this establishment, he said as he barged into the kitchen area, raising his hand dramatically for emphasis. A pudgy man in his 40s walked over and wiped the sweat off his balding scalp. Hi, I'm Craig, the manager.
Salutations, Craig the manager. My companions and I have journeyed across this land and have found ourselves here, awaiting nourishment from your canteen. Craig shot the tall bloke a kind smile. Well, I sure, wrong character. Well, I sure am sorry if you've been waiting a while to order. Here's a voucher for one free child's meal with the purchase of 4 entrees and 4 desserts.
I didn't do an accent for him. I did him like he's an anxious, dude.
Creative interpretation.
Okay, I could see that. Righty's face immediately... Okay, this is where we introduced Righty. No, Righty was up there. What?
Correct.
Interesting.
We forgot about that earlier.
Okay. Righty's face immediately changed to one of reverence as he took the paper coupon carefully with both hands. I shall cherish this to the end of my days, Craig the manager. Righty turns to walk away, but hesitates before uttering a booming demand. 1 order of jalapeno poppers, please.
Craig nodded in affirmation at his demand before turning around to go back to the depths of his kitchen, rubbing his brow once more. Righty returns to the table with the voucher in hand and slips it over to his brother, Lefty.
What is this? Lefty inquired as he picked up the flimsy paper, alternating his eyes from the text to the Lefty inquired as he picked up the
from the
flimsy
text
paper.
to the woman across from him.
Okay, who had been occupying himself with doing pen tricks as they waited. What? She's doing pen tricks?
Did you forget that line? Yeah.
I never remember reading that. We waited 7 minutes and 37 seconds for this? Lefty shot up in his seat in anger before calmly sitting back down to explain the situation. The two were still debating the validity of the voucher when the hostess returns, arms full of plates with foods. Finally, some sustenance. I was getting rather vacant in my stomach, said somebody at the table.
So, who gave you your orders, madam? I don't recall requesting these specific products. Remembered Lefty with a tense air. The waitress didn't answer, but instead stared and smiled at the woman across from him.
Alright. There it is.
What'd you just do?
Oh, I don't know. There it is. That's the moment it went wrong.
Really? Really? You think that's the moment where it went wrong? How?
Because all of a sudden we picked up this thing where like she's telepathic and she sat down.
No, we did not. No, we did not.
But they know what they.
It could have been as simple as them ordering while the other guy went to the thing. Like, it does not.
We never established that, so I don't.
It is not nearly. Literally, the line above that is. Finally, some sustenance. I was getting rather vacant in my stomach.
You're right. I know. You're right.
Retract that statement, sir.
Did. Fine. The line above definitely isn't where it went wrong, but.
Okay, let's keep going. I also just want to throw out that the accent for them changes from French to robot to normal scary guy based on whether or not like the context.
It makes no sense. You haven't talked much, have you, ma'am? What's your name? The hostess said as she sat down in the open spot in the booth. The silent sister did not speak a sentence. Oh God, we're starting to get into this, Josh. The hostess gave a concerned look and then turned to the other two, who were still in a disagreement. Lefty, righty, eek.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, that one's out there.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. I think this is where.
That's the point of no return.
Because the next couple of sentences, you'll see what happens. The two quickly quieted their quarrel and quelled any disagreement they still harbored, and sat down with a polite thump.
With a whispered whimper, the well-off wise guy warily wept into the well-done whale.
Oh,
satisfied, the woman turned to the hostess.
That either.
Yeah, they were eating whale apparently. Yeah. The hostess turned to the hostess to pick up the conversation thread she left behind before. Oh, sorry, I didn't know I dropped my precious conversation thread. It'll come in handy for my Applebee's apron I'm making.
Hold on. There it is. There's another one.
And then I ran with it. You.
Okay, so Josh said that, and I was like, I can't let him get away with this.
I said a metaphor. Alex took that metaphor as a conversation starter, and then I turned that metaphor into something real.
How many times have I done this during the podcast? I just take something you said literally as a metaphor, and I just made it real.
At least twice.
This was my favorite, though. I just love how she went to pick up the conversation thread. It's like, oh, sorry, I didn't know I dropped my precious conversation thread. Like, what's a conversation thread? And then her Applebee's apron. I brought it back.
All right. Anyway, a death swipe on you.
On me, a deft swipe of the woman's hands revealed that she had grasped between her first finger and thumb a small translucent thread made of something resembling a pale glass. And now we went into more alliteration. Wagwan. Now we're away with our war of words. Women with willowing waves. So, I don't know. I started going to British grime at this point. I started rapping and stuff. It was awesome. It was pretty bad.
The word sorceress had never seen a look on a person's face with as much confusion as the hostess had before, so she decided to refrain from using any more alliteration. I'm done using stupid... I am done using stupid word. How food? The hostess's look of shock subsided slightly, and she decided to respond with a curt, good? Try? The hostess then put out a hand. Wait, it's the hostess that did that? Okay, the hostess then put out a hand and took a clop of mashed potatoes, to which she walloped into her mouth.
Yeah, that's also where we went wrong. We had 3 strikes, and we were most definitely out. God, this is... So, okay, just to recap,
Oh, also, we never established this, but apparently the 3 of them are all telepathic. Show don't tell, right?
Yeah. I don't think we should tell any of this. So, if I dare to ask, what was it that you just grabbed out of the air? Questioned the hostess as she turned towards her interviewee. Oh, these are mashed potatoes, she said with a stuffed mouth. It's like if a potato was mashed, you know, like the name. The hostess solemnly nodded in resignation.
She wasn't even the one to grab them. It says the hostess pulled out a hand and took a glob of mashed potatoes. So she took the mashed potatoes and said, "What did you just get?" And then she explained what mashed potatoes were.
Yeah, this story is our best, I think. And then what's the next line, Josh?
Okay, I buy. She, lady one, not
Just so you don't
two,
get confused.
waved and stood up. The hostess started to walk away, but then turned back to say, by the way, my name is Meg if you need me, but please don't.
No, Meg, not yet. The sister stood and swallowed the sweet... The sister stood and swallowed the sweet she with a whooping mouth and a jaw that brushed the soiled surface of the selenium floor. Suddenly, a handful of thin strands materialized out of the air and entangled the fleeing hostess, halting her motion. Sister, you should not eat her. You are trying to kick the human addiction. Do we need to have another intervention? Screamed Left. No intervention. Only sustenance, the sister replied.
As the ephemeral ropes grabbed Meg and dragged Meg towards the gaping maw of the sister, she struggled and tried to free herself to no avail.
From the disgusting window of the kitchen, Craig marched by his fleet of Cuisinart microwave chefs, and he rushed out into the dining room, where his employee was being devoured. Oh God, is it already Wednesday? With surprising agility, he ducked under the ropes and, restricting his second favorite employee, wait, who's his first favorite employee? And sliced them.
Craig.
And sliced at them, severing most in one swoop. Craig used his CrossFit rope jumping abilities that he just started learning because CrossFit is for everybody, Josh, and got in the front of the hungry villain before precisely flicking his sharp buy 4 adult entrees and 4 adults and get 1 child's free. Oh, I never established what they were. Cards.
1 child
At the
free.
entangling web of whatever it is. A sound reminiscent of a guitar string breaking echoed throughout the room as the remaining cable snapped and Meg fell tumbling onto the floor. Meg picked up a conversation thread on the ground and continued her thought that she had lost 5 minutes ago. Wait, what's your name? I don't think you ever answered. The sister flipped back down her cool sunglasses and stared directly at Meg, almost looking through her with a devastatingly piercing Greg. Greg?
Greg!
Who's Greg? Gaze. Is it getting cold in here? Because I'm Chili's. Okay, let's highlight this one again. Go.
Gusts of wind flew around the restaurant as the sister began to transmogrify into a large, anthropomorphic chili with human hands and a rad pair of shades.
By the way, that costume doesn't have any hands.
Yeah, it does.
They're invisible.
Yeah, they're just white. They're white gloves.
Oh. I can't tell.
Did you think they were just... Alright, see figure 8.1 if you want to know what we're talking about. Figure 8.1, a creature of nightmares brought into our world.
We know you could imagine it, but we figured a picture would be good because you're for a visual learner.
And if you're a kinesthetic learner, you can go fight the chili yourself.
You can go fuck yourself, honestly. I only said that so Josh would have to censor it. The monstrous garden vegetable marched toward her, chewed out Meg in hungry anger. You know, Meg, you could join us and rule the restaurant empire together, croaked the peppy pepper. Craig stepped in front of the red-hot chili pepper, not to be confused with the band, and demanded, "Let me speak to your manager."
Silly Craig, you always knew that less is more, screamed the Sister Pepper as she burned him alive with capsaicin lace leaves. So, Meg, are you joining us or not? The Red Menace asked begrudgingly, whatever that means. I don't think that's what it thinks we mean.
Yeah, I have no idea. Meg looked around in shock after what she just witnessed, squeaked out a responsive, "No, not after what you did." Meg jumps behind a table and throws it at Righty, who was approaching quickly with silverware in hand. The sticky table stuck straight to his head, where it then smashed him into the ground. Lefty took a calculated look over the battlefield before deciding to rush over and try to unstick his brother, but Meg intercepted him with a plate of weapons-grade jalapeno poppers. She was about to fire up the flaming hot projectile as the Chili Sister slammed her face into a Cuisinart microwave. Orders up!
Recoiling from the force of impact, Meg swept out the Chili's legs from under and sent her to the ground. She stood and slammed her microwave into the skull of Righty, still stuck to them disgusting tables, killing him. Okay, so if you curse on the podcast, I censor you. But if I have to curse by reading one of your lines, you just read it for me and I don't censor it.
Yeah. That's how it works. Lefty stared blankly at this sight, unable to comprehend what his I can't stop laughing during reading this. Unable to comprehend what had just transpired in front of him, Lefty then took the voucher, still in his brother's cold dead hands, and sliced Meg's neck and looked down at the ground. Together is better. The sister starts eating the dead Meg on the ground before looking back at her brother. Are you okay? Lefty gives her a solemn look and says, I feel nothing, but I do know something. Together was better.
With a sickening slice, Lefty took out one of the cards and threw it like a boomerang, causing it to turn around and impale both he and Chili, though the latter survived somehow.
As she looked down at her brethren, now the same shade of depressing red as her own mortal flesh, and heard a starting beep from the kitchen. Not the microwave beef! The kitchen burst into flames, as it was even too hot for hot pepper like her to stand the heat, so she ran outside. She picked up her phone out of her pocket and clicked the number on speed dial. Yes, Jeff. I wiped out the last business in the area. The Amazon is now Amazon's. A grungy voice replied on the other end. The neighborhood is ours now.
She hung up the call just before the skies opened up and Chekhov's rain came pouring down. The rain hid the tears of the world that day.
And our viewers.
The
end. Yeah, that was...
The end.
Okay. I like this story. This was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Was it chaotic?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Was it funny? Sometimes. Was there alliteration? Hell yeah.
Definitely alliteration.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely amazing alliteration, Alex. Awesome. Awesome.
Armadillo.
Away with words. So we hope you enjoy this episode, no matter how crazy and stupid it was. I sure had fun reading the Applebee's reviews and finding out that I don't even remember. I forgot her name already from a book that I've never read.
Oh, that one lady from Great Expectations.
Yeah, nor will I ever read that book. But
you might actually. It's pretty popular. I've heard good things.
All right. Well, we hope you enjoyed. Do not go to Applebee's.
If you've read that book and you think Alex really is whatever the character's name was, because we both forgot, comment down below.
No, but we hope you enjoyed. This episode was definitely an episode.
Chili's.
Chili's or Applebee's, comment down below.
Please don't.
Subscribe. Leave us an Yelp review, not 1 star preferably. We're trying to beat out Applebee's right now for the highest rated podcast. So,
and join us next week for when we take on that pasta story. What was it called again?
Pasta ignorance.
Pasta ignorance. Join us next week when we decide the real story behind pasta ignorance.
And this was white balance.
No, it was not.
All right. Well, we hope you enjoyed. Join us next time, I guess.
I'm Josh.
I'm Alex. This is
the
the end.